It was the next day after that exchange. It wasn't because I felt more confident after what Ashen said, but I decided to leave the tower dressed as a woman. But it wasn't because of what he said, honest. Really. First, I'll go to church to show Elric. Then I'll go around town to talk to people I couldn't previously. Wait, there's more people? Are there more, or is it just gonna be like different conversations with the same people? I planned it all out, but quickly regretted it upon stepping outside. It was hard to walk around. Never had the snowy forest been so difficult to trek through. I thought I was used to walking through here, but I didn't think it would be so different in different shoes. Not only that, but all this snow was so bothersome. You should have had Ashen bridal carry you to town. It would have been great. I began to worry about whether it would soil the skirt. Although no one was looking, it would be too improper to roll up my skirt to walk. By the time I arrived in town, I had taken more than double the time I usually did. Look at you though, girl! Cutie! I should wait to change until after I get to town next time. I took it as a lesson learned. There you go, see, you're already learning things. Good job. Welcome! I opened the door to the church and was welcomed by a smiling Lawrence. I had two problems in that moment. First, how would I talk when dressed this way? The tone of voice I would use and the way I'd speak had completely slipped my mind. Another problem was how to call Elric over and press the right buttons. Lawrence didn't know I was a woman. I don't know about that. Like, look at this boy. I feel like he's pretty astute and kind. And if a stranger called for Elric all of a sudden, it would be far too suspicious. I cursed myself for being so careless and not thinking it through ahead of time. Yes? Yes, I knew it, Lawrence. Now, do you realize that she's a woman dressing as a woman, or do you think she's still a guy and now cross-dressing as a woman? That's the real question.
Oh, you look so different. I almost couldn't tell.
Different? What does he mean?
I heard from Elric, but I didn't know you could look this cute.
Everyone's like, you're such a cutie. Elric, you're supposed to keep your big fat mouth shut. Elric, get out here right now! I shouted out of instinct. I didn't care how a woman should speak. I heard playfully trotting footsteps get closer. Uh-huh.
Why are you shouting? Whoa, you really dressed up?
You! I told you not to tell anyone!
Huh? Yeah, I told Lawrence. It'll be more convenient for you that way.
Why would you go and do that?
Calm down. A girl shouldn't shout like that.
You shut your face. Puh, puh. I was close to grabbing Elric, but I noticed the rabbit standing between us. Don't touch my brother! She seemed to be looking at me as if she wanted to tell me something. What? Huh?
She's asking if she can touch you?
I don't mind. Puh! Whoa! I like that both our reactions were like, whoa! The rabbit showed off her jumping prowess and leapt up onto my shoulder. Damn, girl! The rabbit's face comes close to mine. I can see her eyes glimmering with envy. I never thought to ask, but perhaps the rabbit was a girl? Mayhap? Paw! Paw!
A rabbit is complimenting you. What do you think, Elric? How does Jed look? Huh? I didn't... Come on. If a girl dresses up, you have to say something. Well... It's not half bad.
He was blushing slightly. It seemed he was trying to hide his bashfulness. And, hey, if a kid tells you you don't look half bad, it's the truth, because kids are the meanest. So if a kid tells you, hey, especially a boy, it's like, hey, you don't look half bad. They think you're pretty, okay? My anger waned after seeing that. No matter how much of a fuss I made about it, I couldn't take back what was already known. Hey, Lawrence,
You're still speaking in a masculine way.
Please don't tell anyone that I'm a woman.
Of course I won't. Elric hasn't told anyone but me. You can trust him on that.
Really? I glanced at Elric, but he was still looking away. Paw! And the rabbit looked at me with sad eyes. I didn't know rabbits could have so much personality. Fine, I'll believe you. But only because I believe Lawrence and the rabbit. Looking at Lawrence and Elric's reactions, it seemed there were no problems with my outfit. I had to go and finish what I set off to do. First thing would be to talk to the people of the Hawk faction. Probably get hit on. Can't wait. Alright, time to be a woman. Let's go. I hated to admit it, but I was feeling a lot less tense after all that happened in the church just now. I renewed my resolve and headed out to the town square dressed as a woman. I had been so fixated on my mission that I hadn't really noticed earlier. What, that the town's still empty? But the town was moving quickly in preparation for the masquerade. Some shop stalls had already been set up. No, it looked like they were stalls preparing for the masquerade. They were selling decorations and cloth used for the festival. How pretty! Oh yeah, you. I forgot about you. Miss, how about this? Huh? It's just for decoration, but we could have people to tailor it for you if you'd like. A particular stall had caught my eye, and the shopkeeper noticed. It's not for me. It might be a bit too loud. What are you saying? The masquerade is a festival of abundance. You have to be very aggressive with the flower patterns. Uh-huh. Besides, flowers and fruits will be used to decorate the whole town. If you want to stand out, you have to at least do this much.
Hey, Grandma, don't force it on her if she doesn't want it.
Who are you calling a grandma?
Never mind that cloth. Take a look at these masks I'm selling. You'll need these for the masquerade.
Are you trying to steal my customer? Oh. Oh. Now be careful, don't be overly familiar with Levon or Levi or anybody that you know, because you are playing a part. Do you have an... Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a name? I was starting to panic. Completely forgetting that you pick your name at the very beginning. Alright, we're good.
There's a commotion starting over there.
It's probably another stupid fight. We should just ignore it.
We can't do that. You're coming with me.
Levon and Levi were walking in between the shop stalls, making their way over. Levon! I started to call out to them, but stopped immediately. I'm Jed, but I sure don't look like Jed now. I can't have them see me like this. I turned my back to the arguing shopkeepers and decided to leave. Aw, man. Phew, that was close. If those two were here, then this area must be under the jurisdiction of the wolves. Why is that such a hard word to say? The jurisdiction. I moved further away as I remembered my original objective. I needed to ask the Hawks about the Kaleidovia. Now wasn't the time to be enjoying the festival. This isn't a fun trip. Oh, this boy making a play already. Yeah, let's go. Hello, miss. Do you have a moment? Huh? I got caught again. It was a stall selling baked goods. A sweet aroma seemed to fill the entire area. You sell baked goods? In that moment, I remembered I hadn't had breakfast. It took long enough this morning to get changed into my outfit. But I don't have any money. Despite my hunger, my lack of funds made the decision for me. Well, hey, you're real cute. You get the cutie discount,
I don't mind. Here's a sample. Just come buy it during the actual festival if you like it. Oh, and if you can, tell a friend, too.
He handed one over to me as he spoke. Should I take it? Though still hesitant, I fell victim to its fragrance and took a bite.
That's sad.
I was hopeful. I'm like, the sound effects have improved in this game so far. They've been pretty good. And then there's just like this moist sound. I'm like, that's appetizing. The layered crust made a crunching noise as I bit into the soft, warm pastry. This is delicious!
I know, right? It's my pride and joy.
A man that didn't look like he should be owning a shop gave a big smile. Huh? Have I met him before? Oh, right. Usually he's scowling, so I didn't recognize him with a giant smile. Flashback. He was with the Hawk Alliance, the one who brushed me off when I asked about the Kaleido Via last time. I see. So the Alliance has opened up shops on this corner. I didn't know he could be so kind. Was it because I was dressed as a woman? Or because he didn't know I was with the wolves? I would take it more as the latter. Like, he hasn't been, overly flirtatious or anything, and I was like, respect, actually, to this guy, He's just being a friendly shopkeeper. So I think it's more like he doesn't know you're affiliated with the wolves. Either way, this was my chance to ask. There's something I'd like to ask. Right when I opened my mouth. And it was going so well.
Hey, are you trying to flirt with this girl?
I knew you'd be fast about it. I'm gonna tell your woman about that.
This guy has a woman already?
Hey! I'm just advertising the stall for the festival!
I believe him. I'm on his side. People from other shops began to gather.
Oh, miss, if you're going to tell your friends, our wine is among the best. His baked sweets don't fill you up, and they're expensive for what they are.
Hey!
Our wine lasts a long while, and you can feel real good when you drink. If you're not into alcohol, you can use it for cooking, too. How about it? Don't you want some?
I'm...
Girls are more about fashion than eating. I have just the thing. We're planning on opening up an accessory shop. Hey! Stop trying to interfere with my business!
I couldn't do anything but laugh. Whether it was the wolves or hawks, they were all the same. They were excited by the festive mood, and they did what they wanted in a cheerful way.
Gah! Miss, just take what you want and pass it around to your friends. Go ahead!
Who cares about empty sweets? I know you like wine more. You can get drunk off it, too.
I don't like you very much.
Oh, don't you think this hairpin would look nice on you? See? Perfect.
I'm a little wary of hairpins, sir. It's not your fault, it's just experience. I also feel like our girl's Jasmine from Aladdin right now. She's like, how about a pretty necklace for a pretty lady? How do I get out of here? Without getting drunk, stuffed full of pastry, and covered in accessories. As for the results from talking to people all day, in the end, my investigation made absolutely no progress. I barely had a chance to talk to anyone. Lasai. The strong feeling of wasted effort remained. I even dressed up like this, too. Come on, admit you had fun, though. I bet you had some fun today. Yeah, see, I knew it. But it was kind of fun. Just a little. Dressing in an outfit different from usual gave me a fresh new experience. I also managed to talk to people in the Hawk faction when they usually wouldn't give me the time of day. It wasn't all a waste. I think I can keep talking to the Hawks if I dress up like this. Oh, but it should be easier to talk to the wolves in my regular outfit. Look at her face, like, hee. Yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll alternate between the two as needed. Various plans came to mind as I thought about it. My stride was lighter than usual because of the skirt. With no more excuses to make, I began to walk down the foggy path alone. I walked alone, I walked alone. Sweet. Okay, so... how do I switch? Exactly. I. Okay, well, our main objective is gonna be here. Is that true as just the male? Or can we do it also as the female? Or is there two for the female? No idea. Okay. Let's stick with the male, because that's where we were. And then... here we go again, everybody. Get comfy. Oh, my boy. What is it, Ashen Hawk? Favorite times and hobbies with Ashen Hawk.
You speak to me quite naturally. Perhaps you are a sorcerer or a ghost like myself.
Well, which is pretty close, I guess.
That is difficult to answer, but taking a stroll is a hobby of mine. Going about as a cat or a bird allows me new discoveries. You should try changing your appearance and going to town. You may see another side of it. That is my advice to you as an astrologist.
And a fortune teller. And a wizard. We unlocked another episode. Great. Let's go to the snowy forest. Ah, the evil-looking man. Great. The legend of the witch.
Huh? That's just some fairy tale. It's a stupid superstition that's only used to discipline children. But it would be best to not get involved in it. There's a rumor that the one who harbored the witch was murdered suddenly. Then again, I don't know if that really happened.
The one who harbored the witch got killed. Interesting. Hey, Olgar, how's your children?
Lugus is but another subordinate of mine. There is no parent or child relationship between a superior and a subordinate.
Aw, that's very sad.
T is no different.
But maybe they would like a hug from you once in a while. Have you thought about that? What's your favorite times and hobbies?
None. If I had to say, it would be my duty for the sake of my clan. There is meaning in using time for that.
Well, aren't you just a bundle of fun? Alright. Well, I guess I'm up here, so I'll go to the North Alley. Woman from town. Ooh, more Legends of the Witch. The witch and anyone who is connected with the witch must be eradicated. If there is someone harboring the witch, though they deserve pity as they are just victims of the witch's wiles, they must be killed. This teaching must never be forgotten. Fire purifies everything. Burning the witch is the best way to kill her. Death to witches. You mustn't ever forget that.
Death to the witch! Burn her at the stake!
Great. That was good. Two masters.
Lord Olgar always makes calm and righteous decisions. As long as you follow him, you can live in safety here in this town. The wolves need to be eradicated. The town would be a much better place without them.
Okay. Not biased at all. Ooh, tell me about Lugus.
Master Lugus acts in accordance to the will of Lord Olgar. He may be young, but he is the son of the Hawk through and through.
He has no hesitation. He's watched Lord Olgar's example since he was young, so I suppose it's only natural. Miss T has proper etiquette. She appears to love Master Lugus very much. It makes me want to cheer on Master Lugus.
Aw, everyone likes T. Just like, T's pretty great. She's a bit clingy, but they're very fond of her. The jury's still out for me with T. Oh, you!
Probably the higher-ups. Just knowing about them won't change our lives one bit. But if I have to say, the Lord of the Hawks is a cruel man. He would kill anyone who defies him, even his own people. Well, that's merely what I imagine, but his cold demeanor sure makes it sound real, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, looks can be deceiving, though. Alright, tell me about Olgar. Oh, Haku, hello. You are a mysterious individual.
He is quite a difficult person. As one who controls the town with an iron fist, the power from above must never waver, else it will crumble from beneath. Master Olgar has an unwavering will. For better or for worse, he will never change.
I guess he's consistent. Alright, give me that dangerous job. If anything happens, please let me know.
Yeah, I'll call on you.
I bid farewell to the client and headed into the alleyway. Nice. 5 days of pay. Quite an amount, if I say so myself. I think I can get something nice today. Maybe I can replace the pot with the hole in it. Or maybe I can buy some meat for dinner. No. It's more important to save money. You never know when there will be an emergency. I mean, okay, the meat I could understand, but you have a pot with a hole in it. If you're not gonna buy... If that's not an emergency, I don't know what is. I mean, sure, there's bigger emergencies, but you gotta replace the pot at some point. Perhaps I was caught off guard because my pockets were newly lined. Or maybe because it was still broad daylight, I didn't notice people sneaking up from behind. Oh! Ow! Gah! I was hit in the back and fell forward. With my teeth clenched in pain, I turned around and saw 2 men carrying sticks.
Hey, I told you to aim for his head. Sorry, I was off by a bit.
This is... Feeling impending danger, I quickly jumped up. I ran as fast as I could to a place that was more populated. But the impact to my back hurt so much. I soon was unable to run and hobbled out of the alleyway. No, I almost escaped, but...
Hey, hold on.
He grabbed my collar and pulled me back. I was slammed against the wall, losing my breath again. There were more of them?
Stop running. You're a quick little brat, aren't you? Whatever, just hand it over.
Now I'm surrounded. There's nowhere to run now. Hand what over? He swung the stick at my arm. It probably wasn't broken, but the pain was excruciating.
You already know. You're just a damn handyman thinking you're all high and mighty. Hand over all the money you have and we won't kill you.
They probably saw me receive my pay earlier. I had completely let my guard down.
If you don't understand, want me to hit you again?
The 3 of them ganging up on me. They must be career criminals. They didn't hesitate in hurting others, so they must be making a living out of this.
Are you listening?
A hard fist slammed against the side of my face and I almost passed out.
You really got to rein in that violent side of yours. Don't drop him into the river like the last guy. Shut up! That guy's voice was annoying.
Their laughs were grating. Everything about their conversation and their manner was offensive. If I defeat one, I might be able to escape. If I could just get a shot in while they were cackling. More than anything else, I was angry. I hate how they all gang up on one person and think they have the upper hand. They're such cheats! The anger made my body hotter. I felt a sizzle of heat in my right eye. I just realized her eye turned red. Damn, she's angry. Ooh, scary. Not now! I quickly covered my right eye and gasped. Ooh. Irritated, the men began kicking me. Stop making us wait. Do you need your ass kicked more before you understand? I'll take it out right now. Left without a choice, I took out the pay I received earlier. That's not it. I meant everything. I handed over my wallet and they were finally satisfied. They picked it up off the ground. Right before they left, they hit me one more time. Damn it. That was all I could spit out alone in the alley. Oh, damn. She lost her money and got beat up. I dragged my heavy body back to the tower and breathed a sigh of relief when I saw that Ashen Hawk wasn't there. I don't want him to see me like this. Similar things had happened in the past, but I either managed to escape or minimize the damage. It's been a while since I got hurt this badly. I rinsed the dirt off my scrapes and felt a dull pain everywhere. I could still move, but the pain would probably linger. My cheek might be swollen. My left cheek still stung from where they punched me. The inside of my mouth was cut, but the bleeding had stopped. I hope Ashen Hawk doesn't come back. I didn't want anyone to see me like this. I felt so pitiful. I fell onto my bed and heard the window creak. It had started snowing when I returned to the tower. There might be a blizzard tonight. I better finish my business before it gets worse. I tried to think, but the lights and sounds seemed to fade away. I felt terribly cold. The wind rattled the windows and I shivered. I didn't know why my hands, chest, and face were burning. Poor girl. Oh no, not again. I felt as if there was something hot oozing out of my right eye. I was sure it would burn up if I touched it. It's like fire. My mouth moved, but no voice came out. I couldn't stop shaking. It felt so cold, but a burning heat spread from my hands across my body. This is a curse, I thought. Those words echoed in my head over and over again. It's a curse. My feverish body was helpless toward it. I slowly closed my eyes. Hello? No. The room was eerily quiet. I didn't remember what I was thinking or dreaming about. I only felt the chill in my right cheek and the calm flow of blood within me. Ashen Hawk?
Yes, I'm right here.
I looked up and saw him sitting on the side of my bed with his hand on my swollen cheek. Thanks. Why are you always so cool? Ashen Hawk's body was cold as ice. He knew that, so he rarely let me touch him. But that cold hand felt good on my cheek right now.
It looks terribly swollen. Is this too cold?
It's just right.
I thought of giving you some ice, but I didn't know where you kept the bags.
It was very like Ashen Hawk to say that. No, this is fine. This feels good too. My heart felt calm, like the pain and heat were finally going away. I feel ashamed now, wishing he wouldn't come back. Ashen Hawk kept his hand on my cheek and stayed by my side. Compared to how we usually were, this felt a little bizarre. After a long silence, Ashen Hawk suddenly moved my bangs and frowned.
Your eye is a little red.
Oh. I tried to cover it and felt the remnants of the smoldering fire.
Did someone hit you? It must hurt in places other than your cheek.
Ashen Hawk's hand felt comfortable, so I didn't want to answer. Ashen Hawk frowned in anger, but quickly tilted his head down and spoke in a gentle tone.
I'll be by your side until the pain subsides, until the flames are calm.
I'll be fine alone.
I'm not fine with it. Let me stay by your side.
Ashen Hawk spoke kindly, as if he saw right through my bluff. He's so gentle, I don't know how to respond. What should I have said for it to sound more like me? Just let him be your husband, okay? I entrusted myself to his cold touch. It really feels good. I could feel my breathing and body temperature returning to normal. The window clattering actually reminded me of reality. Is there a blizzard outside?
Yes, it's blowing sideways now. You should remain indoors today.
You're smiling. I bet it's not even snowing that much.
I'm surprised you knew. You are quite the shop attendant.
My master is sweet on himself and his attendant, after all.
What's wrong with that? Being hard on yourself and others is a terrible way to go through life.
You never lived that way.
What a surprise! How'd you know?
The way he spoke made me laugh. I couldn't tell if it was an act. If it's not that bad, I have to go back to town.
That is insanity. Do you not know how your face looks right now?
Huh? How do I look? I wondered if it was that swollen, but an unexpected answer came through.
You look so happy.
I'm not making a face like that!
In any case, you shouldn't get up yet. If there's some business you need to do, I'll do so in your place.
I have to report to a client.
I don't want to go to town today.
Why, you're like, I'll do it, but I don't wanna. I need to buy food supplies.
I can't carry heavy things.
I need to prepare dinner.
I might set the place on fire by mistake.
Now I have to get up!
Just stay where you are.
His answer was just as expected, but when he said it that way, I felt like I had to oblige. To be honest, I did want to stay right there a bit longer. It helps me forget about all of the bad stuff. The gentle atmosphere calmed me. The swelling in my cheeks seemed to have gone away too. Oh. I don't think I've heard this piece of music yet. It's so quiet and gentle. I like it.
It's okay to be spoiled a little. By others and by yourself, too.
Then how would I live? A certain somebody here can't do any of the household chores.
I wonder who that could be. I have no idea who it is, but I suppose so.
Jeez. If I could just live life spoiling myself, of course I would.
Maybe you just think that you can't.
I don't know. It'd probably be difficult for me to live that way.
Then I'll be the one to spoil you.
His cold finger caressed my cheek. It felt comforting, but also ticklish. I'm okay now. If you're going to put in the effort anyway, you should learn to be more independent.
Not allowing you to live alone is my way of spoiling you.
What's that supposed to mean? Still in disbelief, I got up from bed. My back and stomach still hurt, but I felt better than before. Ashen Hawk's cold touch lingered on my cheek and the pain was gone. When I brought my hand to it, it didn't feel swollen anymore. It doesn't hurt.
That's because I cast a charm on it. You'll get better very soon.
It's quite a convenient charm to be able to heal wounds.
Of course. I'm the omnipotent wizard.
Wizard? More like a con artist. There would be no end to it if I had to refute everything Ashen Hawk said. I straightened out my clothes and prepared to go back into town.
Are you going already? Now I feel lonely.
Who's spoiling who here?
You sound to me like you don't really want to go.
I have to. I cut the conversation short and headed out the tower. Man, just like with each passing episode, especially when Ashen Hawk's concerned and Jed's like talking to him about things she has to do, I really relate to her. I find it so hard to like take a moment and just like, even when I'm sick or anything, it is so difficult to just take the time to rest and get better when there's so many things that need to be done. And I'm like, somebody's got to do it, and so I'm just gonna push through and I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm like, I see myself in this picture and I don't like it. But I can relate to Jed so much. I'm just like, oof. A strong cold wind blew through my hair. It made me want to give up already.
You sound to me like you don't really want to go.
Mortified that he saw right through me, I stomped through the forest anyway. I had already forgotten about my injuries.